Oh my god, she's a weirdo.
Hello, 'tis I, Fat Cow. Now, Foodie has uploaded a video about her current health journey, and, well, let's just say the timing could have been better. Now, she'd argue it was already scheduled, and therefore the fact it appeared on the same day that there was a bombing is just, poor timing, happenstance. It's not as if you can reschedule something or postpone something or cancel something entirely once you've scheduled it. But hey, what do I know? It's not as if I'm using exactly the same, channel to air my views as she is. Anyway, for those who are arguing that it is obviously a different top, because the patterns don't match. The reason the patterns don't match is because in the after photograph it has been elongated lengthways and the pattern has been stretched. This is done in order to make Foodie appear slimmer. One could argue actually that there seemed to be more cloth and slightly more room in the before picture than the after picture, but that's not why I'm making this video. There is a lot of tension and activity and infighting going on in Syria currently. I am nowhere near qualified to have any commentary on this current situation. Oddly enough, as you know, I was a journalist for a few decades, and for some of that time I was a journalist in the Middle East. But I was a lifestyle journalist. I wrote articles about fluffy stuff. Stuff that, doesn't have a big impact on people's lives. I am not qualified to talk about the escalating issues that are going on in Syria and between the neighbouring countries. I am neither a political journalist, nor a war journalist, nor even a Middle Eastern journalist now, because I'm not there. And I am not going to pretend to be knowledgeable about the situation. If you want to know what's going on in the Middle East currently, you are well advised to go to reputable news sources that present the information by people who are qualified to analyse the situation. I don't believe Gorlworld is the place to get that information from. And as for those who are telling Foodie to get out of Syria before she can't leave Syria, I find that somewhat insulting to the millions of Syrians and other nationalities who are currently residing in Syria, who cannot leave, who do not have that option. I do not wish harm on Foodie, but at the end of the day, Foodie is there voluntarily. She has chosen to go to Syria despite the warnings, despite the recommendations of her own government and the majority of the world's various governments not to go there. There are millions of people there who cannot leave, who do not have that luxury. If Foodie wants to stay there, I say let her. She's a grown woman. It's her decision. To encourage Foodie to leave when millions of others cannot, I find somewhat distasteful. My heart goes out to all of those people who are caught in the middle of this situation, particularly those who have no choice.